People. You're listening to the Money Mike Syndicated Radio Podcast. We got our Money Mike music promotion. We're going to kick it off with West Coast beats. The West Coast bangers, they're going to bring it to us. We're bringing it to you from SoundClick. And folks, for all you young artists out there, those of you who are super talented, Money Mike puts a high recommendation. You get on over to SoundClick, get your music loaded up, because I'm hearing some things that I just haven't heard before. So again, you're listening to the Money Mike Syndicated Radio Podcast, and we're bringing you the Money Mike Music Promotions. West Coast beats. Sit back and listen to a good track. Now, y'all know we on a little bounce back. We bounced it back from that 49er loss. We took a ticking and a kicking. But we ain't gonna stop. We gonna bounce back. We fall down, but we get up. You're listening to the Money Mike Music Promotions. This is the West Coast beats coming to your mob lifestyle from the West Coast bangers. It's the beat that's out there, and I'm bringing it to you from SoundClick. And for those of you who don't know, you got an opportunity to load your music on SoundClick, and there's a revenue opportunity for you. Money Mike's bringing it to you. I'm all about the music promotion and the new young artists, so y'all just hang with me. Like I said, the Niners went down, we fall down, but we get up. We're going to bounce back again. So here's how I'm going to put it to you. Just sit back, relax, open up the eardrums, and let the music do what it do. Because we're going to get back to the old school. You're listening to the Money Mike Syndicated Radio Podcast. And they're bringing it to you from SF Tracks. So when you're sitting on down there and you're on the Interstate 80 East, go ahead and tune in to the Money Mike Syndicated Radio Podcast. You're cruising through the Bay, you're on the 101, tune in to the Money Mike Syndicated Radio Podcast. It's the Money Mike Music Promotions. We're bringing it to you. We're going to bring the latest tracks to you from SoundClick, and it's what we do. The music is our culture, and we're going to keep it running and running and running. And we're going to get better and better and better. So this is what we do. We're going to bring it to you. We're going to bounce back. We're going to add a little something. We know the NFL's in the off season. But that ain't going to slow Money Mike down, because this is what we are built to do. We're built to bring it to you, to keep it going, and as you energize, we're going to rise. It's the Money Mike Music Promotions. You're listening to the Money Mike Syndicated Radio Podcast. And here we go. We're going to take it up with Monster coming to you next. We're going to bring you a couple beats tonight. And this is coming to you from SoundClick, folks. And these are some of the hottest tracks that I just happened to come across. And I believe in millionaires are going to grow on the Money Mike Syndicated Radio Podcast. So y'all sit back, relax, and I'm going to bring you the best that I can find. Rolling down on the 75, here's what I want you to do. I want you to tune in. In the Chi-Town, you're on the 75, you tune in to the Money Mike Syndicated Podcast. For those of you down in LA, when you're on the 110, tune in to the Money Mike Syndicated Podcast. And as you're up this morning, you're going to head to work, and you're going to get on the 405. Just tune in to the Money Mike Syndicated Radio Podcast. We're going to bring you the Money Mike Music Promotions, and we're bringing it to you, Monster. This is a version sample type beats. This is coming from SoundClick, and it's what we do. We're going to bounce back. We're going to do it better than anybody else, and it's the Money Mikes The Money Mics. The Money Mics syndicated radio podcast, bringing you music promotions, monster sample type beats, and we're bringing it to you from off the SoundClick. And we're going to go higher and higher. We're going to keep you going. So understand, just sit back, relax, open up the eardrums, just like I said, and let the music do what it do. You're listening to The Money Mics syndicated radio podcast. So that's just a little sample of what we're getting into. We're going to bring you the young talent, the new artists, and eventually we'll roll this right on up into the Money Mics Summer Jam. We're coming out of Sacramento, California, so remember this. You are what you are, and you do what you do. But always keep in mind, all things are possible to those who believe. We're going to keep going higher and higher. That means that you got to get better and better. And that's what we do. We grow millionaires. It's the Money Mics syndicated radio podcast. And we're bringing you the Money Mic Music Promotions. And we got monster sample type beats, SF tracks, West Coast. We're doing what we're supposed to do. And we love you. So we get you in. You sit back, relax, open up the eardrums. You go ahead. It's the YouTube channel. We're at Money Mics Podcast. And that's what we do. Just click and subscribe. We're going to be there for you, but we're just warming up. We be often imitated, but never duplicated. It's the Money Mics.